Well, hello and welcome to this edition of the Lynne Hayes Freeland Show. So this is actually like the first full weekend of spring, I think. Let's hope we can kind of keep it going. You know, around here we can get frost up until May, but we're not going to own that. We're going to claim spring. County Council update. That's what I'm going to call today's show. An Allegheny County Council update. DeWitt, Walton, Paul Klein. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon.
Hello,
Good morning.
Good being with you.
So, how is everyone? First of all, I guess we should ask that because there was a disruption, I guess, early last week with the COVID-19.
Yeah. Some of us are pretty healthy so far. Our county council president, this is no secret. I mean, I think it's out in the public realm now, tested positive for COVID, and a couple of our staff people have as well. And we've been meeting remotely for the most part, for the past year. But some members, members who do want to come to the courthouse do and will, but it's decidedly few members, not many come in.
But this is the first time you've had any disruption that I recall. Is that correct?
It is. Yeah.
No, not really. If you'll remember, Paul, what we did approximately 4 months ago, that a decision was made by council president to have all of the staff work from home for a month and a half.
Yes.
I
do remember.
Yeah, and so and there were no outbreaks. There were no outbreaks that precipitated that change. But the fact that he contracted COVID, our chief of staff contracted COVID, and our budget director contracted COVID. He made another decision to cancel this meeting and reschedule it for a week later. Myself, on a personal level, I finished my second dose, and so it will be 2 weeks on Saturday. 2 weeks on Saturday, and I am really happy that I did it. And I strongly encourage anyone that has not chased a vaccination to do so. It is in all of our best interest that everyone gets vaccinated.
I totally concur. I am a week out from I'm 3 weeks out from my second one, so I'm free. I'm free and can socially distance with other people who have been vaccinated without my mask.
Yep. So I am 4 weeks out.
Okay.
On my second one. So,
good.
Yeah.
So, all right, great. All right. Now, the one thing by canceling or postponing, I guess is a better word, the meeting this past week, was this the meeting where you guys were going to vote again on this sick pay issue? Would that have happened at this meeting?
Yes.
Okay. So bring me up to speed on where we are with that.
We anticipate that at this upcoming meeting, this coming Tuesday, that a motion will be introduced to override the executive's veto of the sick pay legislation. Both Councilman Klein and myself voted in favor of the original legislation because we both agree and understand the importance of dealing with this issue in a constructive way. However, Paul and I are respectfully following different paths on the action that we're going to take Tuesday. I'll let Paul share with you his rationale for his decision, and I'll follow my decision.
Okay. Yeah, and Paul, before you do that, just, we always assume that everybody knows exactly what we're talking about when we bring up a conversation. But just a quick recap for some of our viewers that may not know the ins and outs of how we got to this place.
Yeah. Well, council did pass a sick leave ordinance that would apply to employers with more than 25 employees. And employees, these are employees in the hospitality industry or work in restaurants, they could earn 1 hour of sick leave for every 35 hours worked, up to a maximum of 5 sick days per year.
Okay.
Which seems reasonable, as challenging as it is to run a small business. And then council voted on that bill and decided the vote was 10-4 in favor with one abstention. And then it was sent off to the executive, and the executive vetoed the bill. And there was a difference of opinion in terms of whether or not we had the legal authority to act. I think the opinion of the administration of our county solicitor was that we would probably face a legal challenge because this should have been initiated via the health department. But it seemed to me that there was enough doubt that would suggest that, council, in ultimately working with the health department, could be the initiator here.
Okay.
So as a result, my plan is to vote to override the veto on Tuesday, and of course, DeWitt is taking the other path.
Now, I want to hear both of your explanations, but let's do this. Let's take a commercial break, because I don't want to do one and not the other. We're going to do them together. So let's take a commercial break, and then we will listen to both perspectives on that. We obviously have a lot more to talk about today on the Lynne Hayes Freeland Show. I'm glad you're with me. Stick around.